So I have this buddy at work. For the sake of, his name is Mike, but for the sake of anonymity, we'll call him Joe. And we have this deal going where if I win the lottery, I'll give for every million, I'll give him 60,000, and vice versa. If he wins the lottery, for every million, he'll give me 60,000. Okay. So we're talking the other day about places we'd like to go. We win the lottery, you know. And he said, well, I can't go anywhere abroad. And I said, why? And he said, because I'm on a no-fly watch list. And I'm like, what? He goes, I'm on a no-fly watch list. So the deal is, he's Iranian descent. His mom is Iranian. She was born in Iran. And he was born in America. So his mom, for some strange reason, decided to go to Iran, but to only get a one-way ticket. Which is kind of like a big red flag, okay? She was going on a holiday, but she just got a one-way ticket. So she also, if you stay more than 30 days, you're supposed to contact the State Department. She didn't. She stayed for like 4 months. And she didn't call anybody and just came back, okay? Mysteriously. So that automatically put the whole family on a no-fly watch list. The whole family are in a no-fly watch list. And he says, if I want to get off, I've got to do an exam that's held by the government. It's called the I'm Not a Terrorist Anymore, Y'all exam. That's actually the name of it, he said. I'm not a terrorist anymore, y'all. So he said I had to do it, you know, in order to get the moratorium lifted from his passport, and so that he can fly abroad, you know, in case he wins the lottery. Anyway, I got home to tell my wife, you know, hey, you know, I got this deal going with my buddy at work. If I win the lottery, I'll give him 60,000 for every million and blah, blah, blah. And she said to me, my wife said to me this. She said, you are not giving anybody any fucking money if we win the lottery, okay? Especially since I don't know who they are. So I'm like, wow, well, we have a deal. She goes, no, I'm telling you now, the foot is coming down. You're not giving anybody any money if you win the lottery. So I go back and I tell my buddy Al, Joe, I tell my buddy Joe, hey, my wife says that I can't give you any money because she doesn't know you and she just doesn't feel comfortable with it. He said, you know what, buddy? That's okay. That's okay. If I win, I'm going to give you money. I'm going to stick to the arrangement. But you don't have to stick to the arrangement. So if I win, I'll give you 60,000 for every million. Don't worry about it. So I went back to my wife and I said, my buddy Joe said he's going to give me the money anyway if he wins. And I said to my wife, I want you to know this, okay? Because I want you to know what a decent human being looks like. I said this to her. I said, so that, you know, you can, I don't know, practice. You know what I mean? A template, if you will. Somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody to look up to. He doesn't care about if I win and I don't give him any money. He's going to give me the money because he's a decent human being. And she said to me, no, we're not taking any money off some dude, okay, that you work with. And I said, what are you talking about? She goes, we're not taking the money. The foot's coming down, okay? My wife is very forceful. She goes, we're not taking the money because there's always strings attached. We're not taking any money off anybody. So I said, whoa. I said, she goes, go tell him, okay? So I went and I told him, I said, my wife said, even if you win the lottery, I can't take any money off you. And he's like, what? He goes, I can't take any money off you. And he said, well, I'm going to give you the money anyway, okay? And then you can give it to charity or whatever. And we're talking and we're going, okay, you're a good guy, you know? And he said, like, what will you do with your money? I was saying, what will you do with your money? Well, you know, the usual lottery dreams. And I said, I really do want to take the money off you because, I said to him, I had this lifelong dream. And the lifelong dream is going on the Orient Express, which is this beautiful old train that's been, revamped from. It's like a 150-year-old train, made famous by Agatha Christie's novel Murder on the Orient Express and subsequent movie productions. So I said I've always wanted to go on the Orient Express, So I think I'm gonna try and take the money off you if you win. It's just, don't mind her, So he said, you know what I'm gonna do? I said, what? He goes, I'm gonna take you on the Orient Express. And I'm like, what? He goes, if I win 3 million, I'm gonna give you the 180,000, but separate from the 180,000, I'm gonna take you. Me and you are gonna go on the Orient Express together. What are the journeys? One of them is London to Venice through Paris. He goes, I'm going to pay for that and pay for everything. You can keep the 180,000, pay your house off, whatever, but I'm going to take you on the Orient Express. So I went back to my wife and I said, he's just going to give me the money anyway, and I'm taking it. My foot's coming down, okay, if he gives me the money. And to boot, my buddy said, if he wins, because I told him about my dream of going on the Orient Express. Joe said if he wins, he's gonna take me on the Orient Express for a 3-night journey. And my wife went, aha! And I'm looking around. I'm like, what? She goes, aha! I said, are you okay? And she said, yeah. She said, he's gay for you. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She goes, he's gay for you. I told you there were strings attached, she said. I knew there were strings attached. Your buddy at work, Joe, is fucking gay for you. I'm like, no, he's not. Yes, he is. He wants to take you on a 3-night journey on the Orient Express. So I'm like, I just brushed her away, and I started to think about it, and the more I thought about it, man, the more uncomfortable it kind of made me feel. And I'm thinking, this does sound kind of gay. It does, right? I mean, it's the Orient Express, right? It's the Orient Express. It's one of the most romantic train journeys imaginable, I mean, it's really, really romantic. So I went back to him and I said, Joe, I said, dude, I don't think I can go on the Orient Express with you. And he's like, why not? And he said, because it's kind of fucking gay. And he's going, no, it's not. I said, dude, the two of us, we're going to be sharing one cabin because it's like $10,000 for a cabin. Okay? We're going to be, there's only one bed, right? You're not going to pay for 2 cabins. And he's like, no, we're going to bunk up. And I'm like, and there's only one bed, right? And we're going to have to share that bed. So we're going to be on the Orient Express, just me and you. Firstly, everybody's going to think we're gay straight off the bat, you know what I mean? And we're going to have to, we'll be at dinner, okay? Me and you will be at dinner, and we have to wear a tuxedo to dinner, okay? It's fine dining. And the maitre d' is going to come up, or the cabin steward's going to come up, and he's going to say, sirs, after dinner, he's going to say, sirs, your cabin has been prepared, and your bed has been made for you, sir. And then we'll be in our tuxedos, like, drinking our aperitifs, and then you're gonna say to me, shall we retire? You're gonna look at me deep in the eyes, and you're gonna drink your aperitif, and then you're gonna go, shall we retire? I'm like, that is the gayest shit ever. He goes, no, it's not gay. And I'm like, it is gay. And to anybody out there listening to this, it's fucking gay. It's a fagcation. It is. It's not a brocation. It's a fagcation or gaycation. Okay? Of course it is. Yes, two dudes going on the Orient Express. Like, if you have a husband, right, at home, and he's like, hey, hon, I want to go on a vacation with my bro. You know what I mean? I want to go with my broski on a vacation, you know? Yeah. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay, you want to go with your bro on a vacation? That's cool. You know, and if she's like, where you going to go? You going to go to Cabo? You going to go to the beaches of Cabo? You going to drink shots? You going to look at naked girls? Where are you going to go on your vacation? Where are you going to go? And her husband says, the Orient Express. It's a 3-night journey through Europe, okay? She's going to assume you're gay. I'm sorry, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if somebody's husband says, I'm going on a brocation and I'm going on the Orient Express with my buddy for 3 days, if you say that, if you even go on the Orient Express with your male buddy for 3 days, I'm telling you now, somebody's getting their dicks. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not homophobic. I'm very open to the idea of people with different lifestyles. But it's true. So I said, man, I am not going on the Orient Express with you. I said to my buddy Joe, and he said, why not? I said, because you're going to try and fuck me. You know what I mean? Let's be honest with you. You know what I mean? Let's get down to brass tacks. Who wants to go on a fucking... You know, it's going to happen. So... Although... it's a free vacation on the Orient Express. It's a lifelong dream, you know? I mean, it makes you wonder, right? It makes you wonder. The Orient Express, it's like too good an opportunity to pass up. So I told my wife anyway, just to end the story, you know. I told her, I said it doesn't matter anyway. I told him I'm not going on the Orient Express, you know what I mean? I'm not going on the Orient Express, but I'd like to go, you know what I mean? But we're still taking the money, you know what I mean? And then I told her the story that he told me about his mom triggering. I said, we're taking the money. So I told her the story about his mom triggering the no-fly watch list for the entire family, and then she said, "Ah!" My wife's like, "What the?" I said, she goes, "We are not taking any money," and I'm like, "Why?" I said, "Dude, if he wins like 3 million, that's 180,000. You're not going to take that?" She goes, "We are not taking any money off this guy," and I said, "Why not?" She said, "Because we don't take money from terrorists." And I'm like, he's not a terrorist. He's on a no-fly watch list. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, the government deems him a danger. So she goes, go and tell your buddy that we are not taking a single penny off him. Because we as a family do not take money from terrorist organizations. So I went and told him. And he was it kind of pissed him off, you know. But it's true. I mean, I can't take money from a terrorist.